Good afternoon. I know folks are still finding their seats. Welcome to Compact24. I want to begin with a land acknowledgement, which has been partially adapted from land acknowledgements developed by our local Campus Compact members. We honor and acknowledge that we are in the traditional territories and ancestral homelands of the Cheyenne, Arapaho, Ute, and many other Native American nations. We acknowledge the land and history of this space we are fortunate to gather in today. Their forced removal from these territories has caused devastating and lasting impacts. We do this to acknowledge the historical legacy of colonialism, honoring and recognizing the land that was taken by conquest and the people who inhabited it. Throughout our time together at this conference and beyond, it allows us to raise and consider questions about what it means to live in a post-colonial world. What did it take for us to get here? How can we be accountable for our part in that history? It also allows us to ask, whose knowledge gets honored, validated, and legitimized? It is an acknowledgement that the space we inhabit shapes what we know and how knowledge is constructed. On behalf of our entire team, we are so happy to be here with you. We have 27 of our incredible staff members with us at this conference. And yes. And as you have likely already experienced, they are an energetic and passionate group. They are easy to spot in beautiful green t-shirts, and they are here to help make this experience phenomenal in every way. I also want to recognize and thank our board of directors, which is made up of 16 transformational leaders. We are joined today by several board members who I'll ask to stand. That's many of you up there. These sponsors and supporters that you're going to see in just a moment have truly helped to make this event possible. These organizations aren't just sponsors. They stand with our mission and are true partners in advancing civic and community engagement. I'm especially thankful to our three title sponsors, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations, the Charles F. Kettering Foundation, and the Lumina Foundation. Thanks to the Lumina Foundation in particular, we are excited to introduce you to an incredible group of students, the Campus Compact Student Design Fellows. These fellows are working alongside our staff, member campuses, and national partners to design initiatives dedicated to enhancing students' civic leadership development across our country. They will be here throughout our conference, and I encourage you to get to know them and engage with them. Campus Compact is a membership and movement organization. Campus Compact is all of us. It is your leadership and engagement that makes our collective work happen, whether that be presenting here, facilitating communities of practice, participating in design teams, hosting place-based work. We are in this together. We are leading with collaboration at the forefront, prioritizing building relationships, synergy, and alignment with individuals and organizations. When I look out, I see so many of our fellows and partners, many long-standing ones, but also a lot of new ones. Advancing our mission takes all of us. And that translates to figuring out which each of our individual organizations is uniquely positioned to do and deliver. We have a responsibility as a field to live out the very values that we espouse in community engagement: transparency, accountability, mutuality, and respect. Campus Compact is very much in the business of partnership, and we know that we are stronger together. As we embark on Campus Compact's next phase, we look forward to deepening our existing relationships and fostering new ones on global, national, state, and local levels. I want to thank and recognize our executive director colleagues and partners from state and regional Campus Compact organizations who are with us here today. Rob Barron, Josh Vanek, Carmen Dennison, Sally Slavansky, Stephanie Dodd, and Atina Pasqua. A special shout out and appreciation to Atina, who is celebrating 30 years of dedication and service to Hawaii Pacific Islands Campus Compact. Our theme this year is "Now is the Moment." And I can rest assured telling you that when we were drafting that up last spring, we were not thinking about the total eclipse that happened today. But it does seem that now really was the moment. And thank you all for coming from outside. But now is the moment reflects that we collectively recognize and feel a sense of urgency, that the challenges, threats, attacks, and opportunities of today demand our attention and action. That as community and civic engaged scholars, practitioners, administrators, educators, and students, we have a responsibility to embrace that urgency and jointly forge a path to the just, equitable future and democracy we all seek. While we are indeed a proud community of doers, change makers, and boundary spanners, we are also exhausted and stretched and grieving the extreme loss of life, safety, rights, missions, positions, and resources. So what will it take to meet this moment? I believe first and foremost, it's going to take a lot of love for one another and the centering of our shared humanity, acknowledging that every human needs to be seen, heard, recognized for who they are, valued, and given the chance to live a life of hope, freedom, and fairness. It's going to take building coalitions across higher education and beyond, intentionally with other sectors to reinforce the critical value of community and civic engagement and diversity, equity, and inclusion. Centering community voices and leadership in the civic engagement movement and listening to what they have to say. Co-creating knowledge with our community partners, clearer and stronger narratives that assert the value and impact of our collective work. We need to continue interrogating our own institutional practices and decisions to ensure that we are living up to the values of community engagement. It will take building bridges through dialogue, listening, and shared solutions. We need to create bigger tents that lift up and coordinate community engagement in more systemic and impactful ways. And finally, we need to truly value, invest, and resource the very work we say we believe and center in our mission statements. Campus Compact is currently undergoing a strategic planning process. And during this time, we are refining our mission, vision, and theory of change. We are also developing a bold set of goals that will lead Campus Compact into its next evolution. There are several opportunities to participate, many of which you'll be hearing more about. I please and really ask that you contribute at least one way while you are with us at Compact24. As I'm sure you can see, we are in a packed room today. And if you have taken a gander at the app, the Compact24 agenda is also quite packed. Please take a few minutes to orient yourself to the various session types. For example, the roundtable sessions are intimate sessions of 8 to 10 people in total. And then we have things like interactive knowledge to action workshops. There's truly something for everyone. But I do want to ask this. Please exercise patience and grace. As you can see, we have a very large crowd, and honestly, one much larger than we initially anticipated. Our team has worked very hard to make adjustments to accommodate this expanded participation, but there will be lines, there will be rooms that fill up. But we also know that this is a reflection of a moment of momentum and deep commitment to our work and being together.